Let's see fluorescent tube light and compact fluorescent lamp. Fluorescent tube lights, mercury vapor glass tube coating opaque material called phosphor. Phosphor, similarly compact fluorescent lamp. So we are using this kind of bulbs in our home, right? You know very well. And electric bulb, the glowing of filament of electric bulb, filament containing. So these are about electric bulb. Then coming to the next one, electric fuse. Electric fuse. Simply you can call it as fuse. Simply it is called as fuse. So maybe class 7 you have an idea. A fuse is a safety device. A fuse is a safety device. A fuse is a safety device which prevents electric fires and damage, which prevents electric fire and damages the electric appliances due to excessive current flow. Due to excessive flow of current. A fuse must be arranged. In our home while giving connections to the different electrical appliances. Right? We must use a safety device. The safety device is nothing but an electric fuse. So a fuse consists of a short length of thin coated copper wire having no melting point. A fuse contains a thin coated copper wire with a low melting point. Why? Because we know when electric current is passed through a metallic wire, the metallic wire gets heated and produces heat and it melts. It will melt. If we cannot use a fuse, a safety device, due to the excess of flow of electric current, what will happen? There is a cause of electric fires, we can call short circuits. Due to the short circuits, electrical appliances may damage. So this fuse, when we arrange a fuse, then no such damage takes place because of a fuse has high resistance as well low melting point. You know, melting point means the temperature at which a metal or a solid become liquid, melts into liquid. So a fuse contains a thin coated copper wire, it is a metal wire having some resistance. When electric current is passed, it gets heated. If excessive flow of electric current takes place due to the heating effect of electric current, it melts and breaks the circuit. Or breaks the circuit, or the fuse gets blown, or the fuse gets broken. No current is passed through electrical appliances. No damage takes place. So a fuse has a much greater resistance than the rest of electric wiring. In the houses, we are using electrical wires, insulated copper wires to giving connection in between for different electrical appliances. So these insulated copper wires also has resistance. The fuse wire also has greater resistance than the connecting wires. In case of excessive electric current is passed through the connecting wires due to less resistance, they get heated and they catches the fire and causes the electric short circuit. Electric fire takes place. To avoid such a problem, in household appliances, while giving the connection to the electrical appliances in our household, we must use an electric fuse. For example, here giving connection to a bulb or some other fan or some other refrigerator, whatever. For that, we are giving some connection from the main to the switchboard to different connections are given, right? So the connecting wires having low resistance and they get heated when the excess of electric current is passed. Then if we use a fuse wire is having a very thin coated copper wire. So from the electric poles we get the electric current. From the electric pole we get the electric current to the mains. So when the excess of electric current is passed in the household circuit, so due to excess of electric current, this fuse gets damaged, breaks, then no current is passing through the electrical appliances, no damage to the electrical appliances. So in this way, the electric fuse prevent the electric short circuits, electric fires, and also prevent the damage of electrical appliances. Electric fuses are inserted in the wiring of all the houses and other buildings. The traditional fuse used in the household electric circuit, I will show you the figure. This fuse consists of a porcelain fuse holder and removable porcelain fuse grip. So now only I will show you the traditional electric fuse. The traditional electric fuse. Right? Let's see the traditional electric fuse, fuse holder, a fuse grip, fuse wire. So this is the traditional fuse used in electric wiring houses and other buildings. A porcelain removable porcelain fuse holder and removable porcelain fuse grip. The fuse holder is connected to the household circuit. The fuse grip has fuse wire fixed in it. A fuse wire is fixed in it. You observe that a copper a wire which is some color. Fuse wire, fuse grip is given. When the fuse grip is carrying fuse wire is inserted in the fuse folder, then the circuit of the household wiring is completed. If due to some reason the current in the household wiring suddenly become too large, then the fuse wire will blow off. That means it is having a insulated porcelain substance. It is a fuse holder. And also we observed that a fuse has a fuse wire is connected through this. When it is inserted, gas and holes. When it is inserted, then what will happen? The circuit is completed. If normal circumstances, no excess of electric current is passed, then electrical appliances works as usual, right? In case of excessive electric current is passed through the circuit, due to the low melting point, due to the heat energy is produced, then sorry for small disturbance happened, I think, right? So it has a fuse holder. Already I showed you a picture. Then easy to understand. So this is a fuse wire. If excess of electric current is passed, then what will happen here? The fuse wire breaks down due to its low melting point. We know when electric current is passed through a metallic wire, it gets heated. Due to that huge amount of heat, due to low melting point of fuse wire, it melts and breaks down the circuit. No excess of current is passed in the circuit. No electrified and no damage of electrical appliances. In this way, the electric fuse wire works on the heating effect of electric current and protect us from electric short circuits, that means electric fires, and no damage to the electrical appliances. But electrical appliances, in case of excess of electric current is passed, the fuse wire is blown out or breaks down, generally we should not try to leave the connection. Better call the electrician. So they have special requirements, repairs. So they have to fix the fuse wire again. But we cannot use this kind of electrical fuses for all types of electrical appliances. Right? So we use electric fuse. Why the electric fuse wire has a thin fuse? Because it has a much greater resistance than the rest of the connecting wires. And we should not use a thick wire instead of thin wire for fuse wire. We should not use thick wire for fuse wire because of a thick wire having a low resistance. So due to low resistance, what will happen? Low resistance. Then we know if the metallic wire or the connecting wire has low resistance, produces less heat energy. So then the thick wire do not melt, then causes some damage to the electrical appliances. So, and the thick wire also having a high melting point. So they cannot break down the circuit. So excess of electric current is passed in the household circuit and damage the electrical appliances and causes electric fires. So that's why we should not use a thick fuse wire. We use only a thin fuse wire. A thin fuse wire has has a high resistance with low melting point. Due to the excess of electric current, it will easily break the circuit by melting and breakdown. Right. Fuses used in electrical appliances. Fuses used in electrical appliances. So refrigerators. Fuses used in electric appliances such as refrigerators, right? TV sets, refrigerators have their own fuses which protect them against damage. They have a small glass tube. With insulated substance, right? It consists of a glass tube having a thin fuse wire sealed inside it. A thin fuse wire is insulated here. A thin fuse wire is inserted here, and they have a glass tube. With metal caps. Two ends of the fuse wire is connected with the metal cap. So these are called as cartridges. These acts as a fuse in electrical appliances like TV sets, refrigerators, LED TVs, etc. Right? If excess of electric current is passed here, then this fuse wire breaks down. Means the fuse wire is break down to the cartridges. So cartridges, there is no damage to the electrical appliances. So electric fuse generally used in household is like this, with insulated fuse holder with porcelain substances, whereas electrical appliances having cartridges. The cartridges having a glass tube. In that glass tube, a fuse wire is connected. Fuse wire is inserted. The two ends of the fuse wire is sealed with metal caps. The metal caps are for connecting the fuse in the circuit in a suitable made bracket. If due to some reason a large current tends to flow to the electrical appliance, his fuse will be blow off. That means melt and breaks and cut off the current supply to the electrical appliance, and no damage has been takes place. cartridges called cartridge fuses. Such kind of fuses are called cartridges or cartridge fuse wires. These cartridge fuse wires are used in the many electrical appliances such as TV sets, refrigerators, etc. Then nowadays, instead of electric fuse, nowadays we are using MCB, miniature circuit breakers. Miniature circuit breaker. Nowadays we are using MCBs. Miniature circuit breakers are being used increasingly in household electrical appliance circuit. Instead of traditional electric fuse, nowadays in our household circuits for giving connection to electrical appliances, nowadays we are using MCB, miniature circuit breaker. So we protect the electrical appliances in case of excess of current is flow. Automatically the circuit breaks. In case of huge or excessive electric current flow in the electric circuit. So after that, then automatically we have to on it. Then it works as usual. So MCBs can reset by on. Then it works as usual. So that's all. These are the applications of heating effect of electric current. So we discuss the electric heating appliances, electric bulb, electric fuses. So that's all for today's session. Thank you so much. Right. Once again, I am requesting to you all, please like the videos. Then it reaches for many people. It is very helpful to me. It is very encouraged. So please encourage me by touching the like buttons, like icon, like buttons. So make a comment about my teaching. It is good or bad, whatever. Thank you so much. So later we will meet. So already I will show you some electric fuses, traditional fuse. Let's see this cartridges. The fuse is used in electrical appliance, breaks out and we know that very well. So anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your patience, for watching, right, and encouragement. So later we will meet again. We will discuss the third part of the topic, a little topic about chemical effect. Then we will discuss old-type cells. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Signing off. Bye. Hari.